Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Here I have Mustang Zinfandel and all of the cicadas that were ever in the history of the world here on my property hanging out. She is a Mustang from Maverick Medicine. She's 2 years old, and I have just been wondering, how tall is this little filly going to get? So today we are going to do a little prediction of how tall she's gonna get. But it's kind of more than a prediction because horse people all over talk about this string test and how it can very, very accurately predict the height of your horse. Ignore crazy Arabian in the background, learning how to stand tied. And 2-year-old learning how to eat rubber. How's your morning going? We're dandy over here. So today we're gonna test out one of those methods both on Zinfandel and on Kazi, who is already mature. So if it's accurate, it should be accurate on Kazi. And we're just gonna see what we get. Okay, before we go any further, I'm gonna put up my hair because it's hot out here. And I want you to drop your guess below of how tall you think Zinfandel is going to get. So I'm gonna do this, you do that. Zinfandel is gonna run my trailer. This measurement is gonna be taken in the straight line from either one of the front legs. You're gonna start at the hairline and go to the middle of the knee. Now, if you go over the middle of the knee or under the middle of the knee, or you start at the ground or above the hairline or under the hairline, you will get an incorrect measurement. When I was watching a lot of different videos, I was seeing people were going way too high on the knee, and so I'm pretty sure they were probably disappointed a couple years later when their horse never matured to that full height. That's something to look out for. Now, I'm gonna have to see if I can get Zinfandel to stay still because I have been working with her on picking up her feet, so hopefully she doesn't think that I want her to pick up her feet. So we're gonna work through that. I'm first gonna mark Zinfandel's knee where I think it is the halfway point. Okay guys, we're kind of butchering this, but I don't have a stick anywhere that is short enough that Zinfandel will not eat. So we're just gonna use this. You ready? Zinny. They say that the number that you get, you directly correlate the inches to hands. So I got 15.5. So this method is saying that Zinfandel will turn out to be 15.2. That's a good height. I'm actually really excited about that height. I'll take it. So the reason that they say this works is because the lower part of the leg grows only a little bit, and the upper part of the leg grows a lot until they're 18 months old, in which case most of the growth comes from just the body or the girth portion of the horse. So a lot of people say that you can do this measurement and be pretty accurate at almost any age, this first measurement. So for this second method, the way that will be the most accurate is to measure a horse that's over 18 months old. Now Zinfandel is 2, so she's obviously clearly past that. The reason this method works is because after 18 months of age, usually the legs are done growing and it's just the girth area that finishes. So that's why this one works. But if you do it on a horse that's younger than that, it won't be as accurate. Okay, and you flip. Zinfandel has 4 more inches to grow. Woo! So this is my other tape that actually has hands. I don't know if you can see. Probably not because it's catching my face. Yeah, so it says hands. So I'm gonna just measure her height now and then we'll add 4 inches to that. So Zinfandel is about 14.5 inch. So she's almost 14.1, but considered 14 hands. At least this time I did it. It's definitely better if you have a yardstick and something else, but I make shifting, okay? So if you add 4 inches to that, she's gonna be around 15.1-ish. Which again is a pretty good height, and so I'd be pretty stoked on that. That's if I did all my measurements correctly. I'm looking really more for a guesstimate. I'm not gonna be bummed if she's not exactly what we just measured. I'm glad that she's not gonna be just a 14.2 pony. So that's good. Now let's measure Kazi. So Kazi is a 21-year-old Arabian, so she should hopefully be fully grown and fully mature. She's actually very immature, but body-wise she's, I guess, mature. So I'm gonna show you how you can get 2 very different numbers. Now Kazi's got her foot kind of forward right now. We're gonna go to the middle of the knee. Now the middle of the knee here says that she's 15. Okay, we know Kazi is not 15. Good, good. So here we have 14.5. I don't know if you guys can see that, but 14.5. It's a little more accurate, right? All right, so I would say that As long as your horse has like even weight distribution, that's pretty right, because we got 14.5, which would translate to 14.2, and Kazi measures at 14.2. So at least for Kazi's build, it's very accurate. Now I'm gonna test the second way. I'm just gonna use this as if it's a string, not actually like a measuring tape. Yeah, I would say that that is very accurate, which gives me a lot of confidence for Zinfandel. So that might be a good way to do it, is first do it on a horse that's fully developed and then try it out on a younger horse. You can kind of get the feel, because for sure, seeing a picture of it and actually doing it is very different. And so I'm gonna double check this measurement that I just did in Kazi and try it again on Zinfandel, just to double check. After just doing her measurements again, I'm thinking 15.1 is pretty accurate. And we'll see what she matures to. She's got a cute butt though, am I right? This says that it's either 15 or 16 hands. Cindy, you're gonna be either 15 or 16 hands high. Okay, which is a big difference.